We back in this thing. Back with a brand new video for y'all. So I got 7 reasons why attractive men tend to stay single. And when I say attractive, I don't just mean looks, right? It's a lot of things that play into attraction, like confidence, purpose, how you carry yourself, your standards. It's a bunch of things that go into it. So don't just assume looks, all right? The first reason why attractive men tend to stay single is because attractive men tend to have high standards, right? If you're an attractive guy, you could be selective with the type of girl you want because you got options, right? So you don't have to settle for just any woman. Now, if you don't think you're attractive, right, then you'll just settle for any girl just to have some company, just to have that validation. But attractive men tend to pick and choose. Oh, I don't want that one. So I'm gonna wait until the right woman gets involved. Okay. So that's one reason. Another reason is because you tend to distrust a woman's motives, right? Like, especially attractive men, because women would just use you for your looks primarily, right? They don't want nothing serious from you, really. They just want to have fun, and then dip off, right? And so a lot of times men will be cautious and reluctant to commit to a woman because it's like, do you really like me for me, or you just like me because how I look or my status or my lifestyle, the things I could provide for you. So that's why you got to be cautious. Any man should be cautious, but especially if you're attractive, because women would just use you for your looks. And some men are okay with that. But if you're looking for something serious, you want to be cautious. Number 3, good looking dudes, you get that perception of being a player, right? Society just assumes because you look good that you're a womanizer. And that's just the way it is. Even if you're not that type of guy, they could be totally wrong, right? You could be a man looking for a wife. You could be a nice, loyal man who just want one woman. But perception is reality. So if they see you as attractive, they're going to assume, yeah, he just play with girls' hearts, heartbreaker, this, that, and the third. And so this keeps women from trying to be serious with you. It keeps them, like the women who look for stability, they tend to move away from the attractive guy and they'll go toward a less attractive guy only because they feel like he's safe, right? They feel like, okay, he doesn't have as many options. So I should be the top priority in this man's life. So I'm going to go over here and stay with this guy. That's just how they do. Number 4, attractive men tend to fear losing freedom. Yeah, because let's be honest, if you got options and you get attention, you're not necessarily going to want to get that up. Same with attractive women sometimes. Sometimes they get all these options, all this attention, and it's hard for them to settle in a relationship. That's just how it is as an attractive person. You feel like you'll be giving away that abundance if you just commit to one girl. Whether that's true or not, but that's just the mindset of this, right? Why would I just stick with one when I can be single, do what I want? I don't have to, settle down. I don't have to abide by certain rules if I'm single. So that's another mindset of attractive dudes. Number 5, the intimidation factor. A lot of women are intimidated by good looking guys, right? Well, I'll say insecure women. If a woman's insecure, she's going to be intimidated, right? She's going to feel like he's out of her league, that she just can't hang with him. Women have ego, right? So if a woman is not the best looking person in the relationship, she's going to feel some type of way. If you look better than her, oh yeah, she's going to feel some type of way. Again, that's why you see like the so-called average looking guys with these baddies. It's because the woman knows she looks better, right? So she knows she doesn't have to worry about this dude cheating. Oh, I'm the best he could get. And so he just going to commit. He just going to stay here. So that's another reason. Intimidation. And so this means like as an attractive man, you're just gonna have a bunch of flings, a bunch of one night stands, a bunch of surface level conversations because a lot of girls be intimidated, right? So it's like you have to settle for like the the surface shit, right? Even if you a deep cat, it sucks. It actually sucks. Number six, attractiveness, like I said earlier, it has to do with focusing on your goals, your purpose, your mission in life as well. Those are the things that really make you attractive, not just looks. So attractive men tend to be single, so they can put all their energy on their mission, right? On whatever it is they're trying to accomplish, on their careers, on their fitness, whatever it may be. They put that energy on there so they can continue elevating. Personal growth is key for any man, attractive or not. You steady gotta grow. You steady gotta elevate. You can't stay the same, right? Because you'll get left behind quickly. You can't stay the same. You gotta keep going. And a lot of times, dudes don't realize that. They be like, "Oh, how can I look good? How can I be attractive?" And you look on TikTok, you see dudes with the makeup shit. Now they got they got the hair shit, trying to fix their hair. It's just a lot of material, physical shit. But no, attraction comes from the inside, right? So that's why I always teach, hey, put your purpose first, because if you're an attractive man, you can always attract a woman later, right? It doesn't have to be right now. You could focus on you right now and know that, when I'm ready, I can get a girl. That's the beauty of attracting. You're able to attract. You don't have to chase them. You can get a girl anytime, right? So that's one thing you got to keep in mind. That's why a lot of dudes stay single. And then last but not least, attractive guys get cheated on too, man. If you got a past negative experience as a good looking guy, it's going to be hard to trust again. That's just with anybody, not just good looking, but it's going to be hard, right? Because like I said, women would just use you, manipulate you, all because they desire you. They desire the idea of you. They don't really want you. No, no, no. But the idea of you is what they want, right? So at first, women do this too. They'll love bomb you, act like they want you, act like they want a relationship. And then after a while, after y'all done got physical a bunch of times, after y'all done hung out a bunch of times, after she kind of got used to you, that's when they dip out, right? That's when okay, I got my fix. Now let me go to the next person, or let me go settle down now. If you notice, this is it's funny because women, they'll have a dude at home, right? You'll have the average Joe at home who pay for everything. He pay for the bills. This dude pay for her shit, her nails. Some dudes putting them through school, just all this, right? And they'll keep that guy for stability, but they'll step out when it comes to being sexual, right? Because that guy may provide, but that might not be the guy she want to ride. You feel me? Women tend to have like multiple men for each little thing. I hate to say it, right? So you got the dude that buy her food, the dude that pay all her bills. You got the dude that drop that D off, right? And so a woman will step out, have her fun, and then go back to the stable guy, right? And so that's why you can get used as an attractive man just for your looks. It's like you a piece of meat. You feel me? Literally. She use you for the meat, and then that's when she go back to Pete, right? That's when she go back to the guy at home waiting for her. And that's just how it is, man. That's something you got to deal with, But this is why I say, if you focus on you, none of this will matter. If you focus on the things that are important in life, then you'll just brush this shit off to the wayside. So yeah, that's it for this video, man. If you made it this far, I want you to put attractive men, because a lot of people think attractive people just got it easy. Like you just get roses thrown at your feet. No, you get a lot of hate. It's a lot of things you got to look out for. You got to remember who much is given, much is required. So it's a lot of things that come with it. That's why some dudes just be like, ooh, I'm happy I'm ugly. I ain't got to deal with that shit. You feel me? So, man, that's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get this in the algorithm. To the next video. You already know what it is, man. It's lit.